Hello everyone. I will be providing a guide on how to utilize discussion boards at Embry-Riddle Worldwide online classes. Uh, the online format that Embry-Riddle uses is Canvas. Canvas has discussion boards, which has many tools such as video integration, inserting tables, and formatting the text to your need. Most classes are going to require some APA citations. Depending on the class, maybe MLA, Chicago. Your professor will let you know which format to use, but we're going to be using APA citations in this case. Be sure to reference the APA style guide or any other citation guide when using it in your discussion board posts. This is an example I will be providing of an initial post. You want to, depending on the professor's needs on the assignments, he will specify the word count, but for 3 sentences to show the basics of discussion board posts. When you reply, it'll tell you the amount of words right here. You have many tools such as edit, view. You can insert images with this or files, tables, and then you can set the if you want to bold your text or change the size of the font or the blocks. Right here I already have an example. You want to greet the class, greetings class, good morning class, depending on when you're posting it. Most of the discussion board assignments will be including the whole class, so you want to address your audience. It's very rare that only the professor is going to see it, but the whole class is going to see it. We're going to start off with a fact. You want to start off with an opinion answering the prompt of your assignment with either a fact or an opinion. It's up to you how you want to address that, but you want to address it with a professional language and formal language. So I'm going to be using the example of tax exemption within religious institutions, and I'm going to be using a source right here. You want to post your sources right here. I'll get to it later, but as you would do with an essay, you want to make sure the APA citation is correct. So right here, one of the earliest examples of tax exemption is when Emperor Constantine exempted Christians in the Roman Empire. So you want to also be sure to fix your grammatical errors. Or you want to dismiss it when there's no issue. So I'll start off with a fact. When one of the earliest examples of tax exemption, it was Emperor Constantine exempted Christians in the Roman Empire from paying taxes, specifically churches. So this is a fact that I got from this source right here, Christianity in the Roman Empire. So just like you do your essays, you want to use in-text citations for your paraphrased facts or your quotations. So this is not a direct quote, so we'll be putting the name of the author and the year, just like you would do an academic essay that uses APA formatting. As you can see, this is a professional, clear to the point. I'm not using filler words. You want to reach the word count, but you also want to be efficient in your communication so you get more points on your assignments. So I'm going to put my implication of this fact. The Romans taxation policy may have had a influence on how the United States views when it comes to religious organizations. So I want to correct any misspellings right here. Take time to read it over. The Romans' taxation policy of Christians may have had an influence, so I'm taking my time to correct things, on how the United States views taxation when it comes to religious organizations. As you can notice, I have Grammarly set up. However, this is fine. Grammarly use is another subject matter for another day, but this is how you would respond. Also, at the end of your paragraph, you want to put a reference page right here, references. You want also put a backspace. You may have multiple references, but this is how you generally use APA and discussion board. Let's get into video integration of the discussion board posts. Initial post for your video, you're going to have these tools up here. Instead of inserting a download link for a video, you can post a video, reply to the prompt, and it will display the video on your post, and all the viewer has to do is press play. Many students, from my experience, will post a link which adds a roadblock because now the professor has to download that link and then watch it. The same for other students who have to reply to it. So it influences other students to not reply to that post because it's not easily accessible. So let's avoid that and create more effective communication with this blue icon right here. This accesses your Canvas Studio program within Canvas to select videos. So if I press on this, it will pop up videos you've made in Canvas Studio. Canvas Studio provides great tools for recording your screen or recording yourself videos as you please. We'll get into that studio integration in just a bit as it loads. It popped up. This is my library of collections I made, untitled videos. And it even has an options to create a video. So you can do a studio capture, you can screen share and record your voice over it, or you can add media from a third-party application such as the camera on your computer. You can add it and it will add a video right here, and you can press it and it will take that video and you can embed it. So if we you can allow media download, which doesn't really matter unless the professor mentions it, or you can display the media tab. So we can embed media. It's retrieving the content and is gonna display the video right here. As you see, we have the video right here and we can play it. It allows volume control, the play button, so a student can press on this and watch the video immediately. This is how you integrate those videos into your discussion board posts. Lastly, this is your Canvas Studio. It'll be on the left bar of your Embry-Riddle tools for Canvas. You can create, you can add media. So if you want to share a video, if you're assigned, or you can take a video from your files, integrate it, Canvas Studio will process it, allowing for easy access from other students. When it comes to discussion board posts, you be engaging. Replying to another student's post, you don't want to just type out filler words such as restating the facts they said, unless it's truly necessary, unless you're adding your own input. So for my case, using the earlier example, I'm going to type in, hello, fellow student. You would type out their name, but in this case, since we don't have a name, we'll put fellow student. I found the fact that you stated about Emperor Constantine's policy on taxes. You could put interesting because it explains the reason why the United States has that tax policy. However, you can disagree with it as well, as long as you're adding your own input. Conflicting. So you can put conflicting. The reason why the United States, so let's correct that grammar, is friendly towards the tax of churches is due to its religious origins. So if I have a source, I want to also reference it. So you'll type out references, post the correct formatting, and use in-text citations. You don't want to just fill out the words with the word count. You want to engage with the other students and ask them questions. So a question we could ask is, do you think, so let's correct this grammar, do you think that cults such as Heaven's Gate should get tax exemption status? And we'll add a question mark. That's how we're going to engage the student with the new input we have. We can correct this. And using Grammarly to correct it. But overall, this is how you engage other students. With any other more questions on academic writing, you can refer to a vector and apply those same principles of academic writing towards discussion board posts.